has revealed its all-new third-generation Duster. The model, which has become a fan and family favorite over the years, has grown a real sense of style, shrugging off the old cheap and not-so-cheerful energy of Dacia of old. Let's get into it. Firstly, it's worth saying that just because it's a bit less rough around the edges, that doesn't mean the Duster's gone all decadent on us. Dacia's driving mantras are robust and outdoor, eco-smart, and most importantly, essential but cool. That means the Duster has a very carefully curated sense of self. The Duster's design is, according to Dacia, stronger and more assertive with a sturdy SUV character. Where some crossovers are a bit amorphous and shapeless, the Duster is very confident, which is something the designers really concentrated on. That's not to say there isn't design detail. Quite the opposite. There's sculpture in the arches and on the bonnet and identity in the Y-shaped lighting front and rear. Dare we say the nose almost has a French Hummer energy to it? You'll note there's a lot of unpainted body panels around the Duster. That's deliberate, given it uses a new material Dacia is calling Starkle. Weird name aside, it's actually pretty cool stuff, which is 20% recycled and is flecked with white particles Dacia didn't want to paint. The same goes for the front and rear skid plates, which are dyed in the mass, meaning they didn't need to be painted. No paint means good for the environment and good for buyers' wallets, given scratches and scrapes won't alter the color and replacement parts won't need expensive repaints and blends. Dacia is on a big sustainability push, with pretty well all the plastics used on the new Duster being 20% recycled. It's also committed to not using leather or decorative chrome for environmental reasons. Even the user manual is smaller to use less paper. What about the oily bits? Time once was that Dacia sort of had to make do with Renault's hand-me-downs. While this CMF-B platform is shared across the wider Renault/Nissan group, it's far from last gen. It's also a platform that underpins Dacia's entire lineup, so we know it well. Overall, the new Duster gains leaps in technology, sophistication, and practicality by using the new platform, being more spacious without betraying its semi-compact proportions. CMF-B also means hybridization is an option, so yes, the powertrain familiar in the Jogger can be had in the new Duster. That means a 1.6-liter 94 PS, 69 kilowatts, petrol connected to 2 electric motors and a clutchless electric automatic gearbox, with 4 engine ratios and 2 motor ratios. Dacia reckons that even though the battery is a fairly slender 1.2 kilowatt-hours, the Duster Hybrid will be good for 80% all-electric driving in cities. That means consumption should be down by 20 mixed to 40 urban %. Also available are TCE 130 and TCE 100 bi-fuel powertrains, the latter being capable of running on LPG. All-wheel drive is available, with snow, mud/sand, off-road, eco, and auto driving modes. Dacia has made a decent fuss over the Duster's 217mm ground clearance in the 4x4 version, the best in the market, with 31° and 36° respective approach and departure angles. The all-road info system in the infotainment will show lateral tilt, uphill and downhill pitch and power distribution between the wheels. The inside is where the whole cheap and cheerful vibe used to fall apart a bit in Dacias of old. Thankfully, the newfound sense of minimalist style carries over to the new Duster's cabin, which aside from looking good, is also far from Spartan. There's a new 7-inch digital dashboard supported by a new 10.1-inch screen with new infotainment software and both Android and Apple smartphone mirroring. Happily, it doesn't house all of the important controls, with various climate settings, controllable with a row of buttons. There's also a handy mount for your mobile phone to the left of the screen. Design-wise, there are plenty of Y-shaped accents in the vents, door handles, and beyond, in keeping with the exterior. It's worth noting too that there is a very basic model called the Duster Essential, which will omit the new infotainment screen, though the other 3 trim levels get it as standard. Either way, all in, you shouldn't feel quite so much like a martyr when in the new Duster, compared with Dusters of old. Expression, Extreme and Journey trims fill out the lineup, with the Extreme bringing lots of rugged features like modular roof bars, washable upholstery, rubber mats, and the new U-clip system, which is Dacia's mounting solution in the cabin that can work for multiple accessories including tablet stands, storage pouches, and more. Journey is the one with the big wheels and all the tech gear. Expression adds the infotainment system, a reversing camera, and a couple of other bits on top of the basic, essential equipment. So when can you have one? Well, buyers are free to register their interest on Dacia's website now. Prices are expected to start from under £20,000 and deliveries should begin in the first half of 2024.